Imagine showing up to your 40th surprise birthday party, family, friends, your wife. They set this event up for you. But you're trying your best to do something, and that is hide the fury that you're feeling within yourself. You're trying your best to cover that with a smile, a mask that you're soon going to reveal in front of your whole entire family and friends when you expose the fact that you know that your wife has been cheating on you. This is not a skit. This is, in fact, a true story that was caught on camera, making its round through social media with the caption titled, Cheating Wife Exposed at Party. No more wasting time. Let's get it.
Amazing. I mean, honestly, listen, guys, the love of the room is unbelievable right now. I just want to thank everybody for coming to celebrate with me. Holy shit, Sam. I mean, listen, I know you like spending money and partying, but it's over to me. You didn't get me. I knew. Listen. She did a good job. She almost had it. It was close. I'm an investigator. You can't hide anything from me. I know everything.
You know, a part of me was thinking this was actually fake, but look at the surroundings. Like as you go on, you realize this is a legit party and things are about to get crazy. Just keep watching.
It's funny, last time I did this, I was wearing this same shirt and my Uncle Sonny's cufflinks. Pretty ironic.
You flipped it on you, sir. I don't know what's going on. I was trying to be nice.
So it's making it look like he's going to get her a gift, right? Pulling her ring off her and reaching into his pocket.
Just this, it's pretty. Well, it's beautiful. Pretty good for a fireman, right, at that time, but.
Can I have it?
Yeah, I know everything. That's right. I know everything. I had to see his skinny little pill thing. I wasn't impressed. I know about all the Plan B pills you had to take, you filthy. You, I know. That's right. I know everything. Don't act like you don't know.
So he's calling her out in front of everybody, and she's acting like she doesn't know what he's talking about. Mind you, there are different videos from different angles of this, right? You can tell that this was switched to a different angle. And the person that stepped in there to get in between him and his cheating wife is the wife's sister.
You know exactly what it was.
What are you talking about?
Don't make me fucking show everybody. I know everything. I know everything. I hate what you did to my children. The life you get stole from them. You want me to show them? I'll show them everything. You sure you want that?
I wouldn't push him, you know, because she's denying everything and he's saying, I will show everybody everything. And if he's willing to do this, then he's definitely willing to put her on blast. It wouldn't be the first time on the coffee pod somebody did this. Last video I did was a couple of years ago in China. A dude did this at his wedding. It's insane.
So that's this piece of shit after all that?
All right, so that's that right there. Right there's the video, and I first heard about it on this podcast here of this woman who was talking about it and confirmed that this was in fact a real situation.
A friend of mine sent me something over the weekend. It was a surprise 40th birthday party for a guy. They said it seemed like he knew that it was coming. So he gets up and he's thanking everybody, thanks his in-laws, and then asks his wife to come up to the front. It looks like he's going to give her an upgraded ring because he takes the ring off of her finger. And he's like, this is pretty good for a firefighter, right? She's like, yeah. And then he drops the bomb of, you dirty, I caught your ass cheating. I know about everything. I know about his little, I've seen it. I'm not impressed. I know about the Plan B, you dirty C word. Like, he goes off on her and she's standing there the whole time like, what? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And he's like, don't make me show everybody. You know it's true. I know it's true. I have all the proof, all the text, all the videos, everything. Then somebody gets up and sort of tries to intervene between the two of them.
I think that's her sister, maybe.
It's either a sister or a mom, but he looks at this woman and he's like, and you knew. You know him. You know him. Like, this guy's going off. It was so Jersey Shore. And a lot of people are thinking, oh, this is not real. No, it's real.
It's
Yeah.
real.
We all know, like, we're getting the messages all morning now from people who were either there or who know somebody who was there. It's somebody's cousin who we know. Like, it's a wild story. So
You don't see this often, right? You don't see a man who gets on camera and talks about these type of situations. And you have people who are saying, look at what she's wearing. That points to her not qualifying for a wife. I think maybe there's a point to be made there. But overall, this is just something that you really just don't see. You don't see dudes getting online and exposing their wives or ex-wives for cheating, partly because they're probably embarrassed and they probably care a lot about how maybe those kids will be affected. I say this to say this. Women do this all the time, right? They don't care. They'll get online and expose cheating consistently. So whenever you see a dude get online and really talk about this, it's probably some foul stuff.
So that's all we've been talking about.
One of my girlfriends actually took one of those videos that we all got. And she said to me, how did you get that video? I took one of those. And I was like,
Everybody's sending it to everybody in their phone.
And no, that's what I said. I said, it's all over the place today. She's like, oh my gosh. And then she said that he had been sitting on this for a long time.
2 months.
Wow.
And he was just playing house with his wife just to grin it and bear it until this party came around.
That is a dangerous person. The most dangerous type of person is a person who is not immediately reactionary to those type of situations or anything similar. Okay, so we heard he's a firefighter. What are you guys thinking so far? What do you think? I know we're probably going to get people who are going to say, "Oh, he didn't have to do it like that." The problem is, you don't get to decide how people react when you cross those type of lines. You don't. Whether you disagree with the reaction or not, at that point, people react in many different ways. Some people will just leave quietly. Some people want to make a huge exit. In this situation, she is now a viral cheater. Let's read a few comments, see what the people had to say. All right, so the top comment here says, Belleville, New Jersey firefighter exposes wife for cheating at his surprise birthday party on YouTube. It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. Wow. Hold on a second, man. We're going to have to check this out. All right, the coffee is getting crazy.
Drink the coffee. It'll make you feel better.
So I found the video. Here, I'm going to see if I can bring it on screen. It's not as clear, but whatever, right? It looks like there's more context. Him in the party earlier. Let's check. All right, greeting people. This is crazy. Okay, so it's a speech. We already heard this. All right, nothing in addition to what we saw earlier. Same thing. All right, somebody else here says, husband tells party guests his wife is cheating at birthday party. Here's another person who says, he got the ring back first. Is that what that was? I didn't even catch that. Whoa. Oh, shoot, this man was playing chess. This man was playing chess. How did I miss that? I'm sorry, man. I should have caught that. The strategy was, how can I get the ring off her first? And so he set it up like he was going to give her a gift. He took the ring off, exposed her. She's thinking to herself, how am I going to handle this after as far as court goes? Maybe he got a lawyer, set everything up the right way legally. Hopefully before all this, he went to fathershaverights.com and accessed our prenuptial guide for you men who are planning to get married, currently engaged. We have resources over there for you. Don't wait. But there's some obvious strategy to this, right? Here's somebody else who says the video is wild. Here's another person who says the firefighter isn't the one who cheated. And another person who says, tag the video. He got the ring back. That was good. I've never thought about that. That's not a conversation that's had very often. Who gets the ring after a situation like a divorce? In many cases, I'm assuming that women are so, because, if they get bad, they get very bad. It turns into war. Divorces are not pretty. And rings are one of those things that chicks will rarely give back, even if you don't get married in the first place, yet alone the volatility of, the tension between kids, building a family, cheating. He probably knew he was dealing with someone who is vengeful. Let's read a few comments from this video here before we move on to our next topic. Somebody else here says her name is Samantha Galante. Here's somebody else who says, I hate what you did to my children. the life you stole from them. I mean, really sit and think about that. He's known she's been cheating for a while. He's thinking about how his children are going to be affected in the long term. In this situation, we have a man who's loyal and, has a decent, and it's not a decent job. Firefighters do fairly well for themselves. And the reason why I'm saying that, because, you always hear these things of like, oh, a man needs to have these qualifications. He needs to work hard. He needs to earn this amount of money. And you still cheated. Put that coffee down. Somebody else, she says, the way he kissed her right before he let loose. That man is hurt her. Another person here says he should have done a slideshow of messages / proof he found. LOL. This dude's messy. This lady says, wait, why would she wear that to a family event? And then another woman here says, I'm not one to shame, but I definitely, and this woman here says, I'm not one to shame, but it definitely doesn't help her cause. And our final comment here says, the way she dressed for a family party, he should have known. I mean, should he? Maybe. I'll say this. If we're going by that perspective, then it would make sense why a lot of modern women today aren't really qualified to be the type of ideal wife most men prefer. And that's one who dresses modestly, seeks either male or female validation online. Of course, it matters. And people like to think that it does not. You dressing like a 3 or 4 when you're married or when you are in a relationship is definitely not helping limit the amount of opportunities of men looking at you like you're still on the market, which could then lead to a situation like this. Of course, guys, I'm curious to know, what do you think? And I mean, what do you think of everything? His approach, how he was calculated. Do you think he went overboard? Comment down below. Always curious.